all this time. It's because maybe you might be busy, you might be doing some of the things that you are doing, enjoying Christmas with your family right there. So thank you so much, brother Kolkur, and we really appreciate your time. And we do apologize also to our viewers because of the power on the side of a call because there is no power. The power is just when, but you will just bear with us because what matter here is only the voice. It's not the physical look. And if it is a voice, then we have to proceed so that you listen to our voice. So welcome to our call podcast, and our topic today is how leaders are built and how to build a leader. This is the topic that we are going to discuss today. I and Call Kur. And I think if you have any questions right there, maybe you can ask your questions and then we will answer it. And Brother Call will also answer that question. So Call, I will give you this opportunity also to go forward with the topic. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, my brother Call. I really appreciate the program that you have initiated on Call podcast. And to my audience, let me say Happy New Year, though we still have some hours to reach 2026. And we will wish 2026 will open our doors, our ways, all the desire that you guys want, the God will grant you all your desire. The topic is really a fruitful one. It's something that we could benefit from it and we need in our daily life. My brother, are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you a call. Just proceed. Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, because I see that you skip. The topic is a futuristic one, and we should at least focus on it to know more about the leadership and how we could at least have a time also to build leaders. You know, leadership is into two categories. People debate on it. There's some leaders are born and some leaders are made. And one of the things that I believe in the theory, leaders are made. And how to build a leadership or a leader, it starts from the family in a simple understanding. How would you build a leader? You might think of something bigger because leadership, it is something that starts from a small step for you to acquire knowledge and experience, capability, and then also the ability also to lead and influence and inspire people. So leadership, I can say that if we want to build a very good leadership or very good leaders, we need to start from our family. I said before that leaders are not born, are made. So we should have a chance to bring up a young people with the energy that they could strive up and become a better leaders in future. And then leadership also, it need intelligence. People who have intelligence, who are intelligent, with a quick understanding. People when they make a decision that they will understand that they have made a decision based on the intelligence. So for us to build up a leaders, we need to start from the family background. So from your home, start teaching your child emotional respect. A child must see that anyone around them, they are equally the same. A child must have respect. A child must have confidence in her or in himself. You should also have a confidence on whatever decision that you are doing is the right decision because you have an experience on it. So building up a kid in a home whereby kids are well trained, they respect each other, whether they know you or they don't know you, they must respect you. Kids, they have been trained to have confidence on themselves, to understand that whatever they are doing what they know, not what they don't know. This is a little bit we can raise up a leaders from our family. So a leader cannot come from a background of a leadership. No, you could be in your Akuba, but if you train your your girl or your son in a very good manner, one day, one time, that person will lead a nation, it will lead a country, it will lead a state, it will lead a family, and this is what we want in our society. So to build a leadership, we need to train our kids a skill of communication. They should communicate. So when a child is communicating, at least if people could understand what the person is talking about. That's one part of the leadership. So communication in leadership is something very important. A leadership also must understand that emotional intelligence, they have to have a control of themselves. They have to understand themselves. Who are they? The person must have the confidence of he or her. She must be confident about herself. So whatever that she is doing, this is one of the things that it is very important in leadership, because in leadership, you don't want to rely on other people because you are the leader. And if you're the leader, whatever step that you are taking, you need to be sure about it, that the step is the right step that you are taking. So if we need to train people on how to become leaders, we need to tell them that the understanding of diversity and inclusiveness, people also should understand that whatever they do as a leader, you should also make sure that the decisions that you are making, it reflect the interests of the people. We can also understand also the equity, the equality. So making a decision also, you should also include other people. They could understand that whatever decision that you are making, it is fair to them. It is justice for each and everyone that have to find themselves that in leadership there is a fairness. So we have to train people that in leadership, it is not something that you can just come and you want to lead and you don't have an experience. You don't have the confidentiality of yourself that whatever that task is going to be given to you, you will manage. So I understand that it's a challenging, especially in our country, where we could understand that a leader can lead people are more capable in the team. But we could understand that we need to be inspired from the leadership. So a leader must have someone at least who have knowledge, have a skill, who have all it takes for you to be a leader. So that those that you are leading should also get inspired from you. You should also influence them. They should also get attracted. They want to learn more from you. That's the leadership that we want. Not a leadership that you could lead and people will not benefit from you. I myself, I have learned so many things from so many different leaders, and then maybe I can learn from far, yes, from a distance, without me meeting with you, but I can understand actually from your action. I can learn so many things that a leader could at least make the life of someone that has struggled to achieve something. Somebody who does not give up easily. This is also part of the leadership. You don't need to give up easily. You don't need to have that strong confidence in you that whatever that you have tried today and it failed, you don't want to give up. You need also to try the other level, the other topic that you could also succeed in it. And whatever that you have failed in it also remains as a lesson. So whenever you start the other next step, the past one will give you an experience. The next step you are going to start, you will start having an experience that where you fail, you will not fail on it again. So leadership, it is something that we need to acquire knowledge and experience. In generally, we need to acquire knowledge and experience and intelligence, that we believe in ourselves, that you believe in yourself, that you are intelligent, you will manage to drive or to achieve whatever that you aim for. Leadership understand that people come first. People come first. When you bring people first, that's the spirit of leadership. So you will understand that whatever you are doing, it is inclusive to each and everyone that have the benefit of your action. So the decision that you are going to make, maybe I understand that the decision will not do each and everyone in a way that they wanted it, because sometimes it may affect some few individuals. But as a leader, your decision must at least has an effect on few individuals, but not the general public. but your decision must benefit the general public as a leader. So as I mentioned before, for us to build up a leader, we need so many things. We need also discipline. We need to train someone to have a discipline that you will understand that the hierarchy in leadership. So when you understand the hierarchy in leadership, this is where you will understand actually where you are driving at, where you make a decision, and where you give directive, and where you give order, and where you command people also to do things on your behalf. So through hierarchy, you will understand that who will do that and who will do this. Because in leadership, we don't want just to gamble around. We need to give a directive based on the capability and the hierarchy that the person is in. So when you are giving a delegation of powers or the authority, you need to give the authority to someone that you know. And through the hierarchy, not because that you are giving the authority or you are delegating someone because is your brother or is your cousin or is your friend. No. Delegate authority or power to someone that who has the ability to achieve the authority that you have given to him in a way that people will be happy with it. So biasness should be out from the leadership. So as a leader, you don't need to handle that part of being a bias. For you, sometimes focus on the family interests, you focus on the friend interests, and you focus sometimes on the people that you know. No, you need to focus on the capability of the person. The person will deliver or the person will not deliver. If you could understand that the person will deliver, that could be the right person you could give the authority to. Okay, leadership is how we can see someone's capability and the knowledge and the experience that they have and his intelligence. You see, this is how we could bring up a leaders. But if we are in a team, in an organization, in a workplace, and we see someone is very intelligent, is committed, he has knowledge, he is inspired, is willing at least to do something to his people. But we have to oppress that person. We could not give that person a chance so that the person could exercise his ability, the capability, the knowledge, the capacity that he has, so that other people could learn also from him. You see? So we don't give chance to such a people. And if we need to build a great leaders in future, we need to give people chances. We need to give people chances. Let their knowledge and the experience, the capability only stop them from what they are doing. But if we know very well, we understand, you know very well that the person could not do much better than the other one. But the person who is weak, they are now more likely given a chance in a country for them to lead. But if you give any competition where people compete in leadership, it is also good. People must compete in leadership. For the result of the action has to come out fairly and free. So when you give people to have a chance to compete, at least in an environment where there is justice and fairness, leadership always has to rebuild itself from the person, from the action, from the physical appearance, and from the knowledge that they are going to give from the speech. As I said before, communication is something more important in leadership. So if we want to build up leaders in our country, we need to give people with the brain chances for them to exercise the experience. So this is very important. But I understand now in the environment that we are living in, we are blocking people from achieving their desires, from exercising their experience, their capability, their knowledge, and the skill that they have. We don't give them chance. So many people feel jealous. So if I say like a call now is doing extremely good in his IT, and then I don't want to call to manage maybe a company or to be an IT manager. I want to be the one because I have a connection. No, I have to give a call chance because he has knowledge on it. He has an experience on it. So he knows more about an IT. So when I give a call chance, a call will bring positive to the company. It will also inspire so many young people that who want to learn from him. A call also will bring productivity to the company that he has employed in. A call also will change, the life of other people from very far, because someone who is working with him will be inspired. The person will get knowledge from him, and that person also will get something that from his knowledge, and then also would change the life of the family in his house. So it's come from one person to the other. That's it, indirectly delivery of the services. But if we could block a call from delivering his knowledge, the knowledge that he has, the experience that he has, and then we have to bring someone that who does not have knowledge on it. We cannot bring other leaders in a way that we know them. So this is, I'm saying that it is a challenging, and I'm telling our South Sudanese, we are all connected with our friends, with our families, and we all have chances to give each and everyone a chance that to lead. And if we all have chances, we need to give chance to a capable person, not to a family member, not to a friend, but someone who is qualified to do the job. So what is more important here in whatever we exercise, it is the experience, not the money that we're going to get from whatever that we do, but the experience, the knowledge, and the legacy that you could leave behind is something that will remain forever in the history of your kids and the history of the family. So from here, I will give my brother a call chance and the audience there if there's a question to throw in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Akol, for these wonderful discussions. And I think this is really good enough. And I've really learned a lot from you, indeed, yeah. And that's why we always bring some of the people so that we discuss and we find out some of the issues that we are going through in our society. Today, brother Akol, if you see, you might be saying that in our society, you might be saying that we are building leaders. Of course, yes, we are building leaders, but the leaders that we are building, they love power more than responsibility. If you go to churches, if you go to organizations, if you go anywhere else, you can find that. So why are we building leaders and then they love power more than responsibility? Because responsibility define you as a leader, because if you are a leader, it means any problem must fall under your shoulder and you must carry that problem. That problems, when it happen, it means that you have to take responsibility of that problem. And that's why if anything happen and you are the leader of the team, then you will be accountable for all the thing that is happening to the team. I have one of the example that I want also to bring. This example is about leadership as well. You know, they said there were two people were just building, okay? Then one person was putting bricks, and he's saying, "I'm building this to get my money so that I go and buy what I want." Okay, and you know they were building a big mansion. Okay, they were building a big skyscraper. So the other person say, "We are building this for generations which is coming up, so that if the generation come, they will find this building is existing." Do you see these two people? They are doing the same task, but one person is really have a different opinion, and the other person is having different opinions about what they are building. Okay, and they are building these things, and this thing is growing up. So this is a perspective that I'm bringing about responsibility, because if you are building the future, that means you must carry the responsibility. And today, brother Call, you go to churches, you go to institutions, you go anywhere else, even in an organization, you may intend to find leaders. Uh, they are not taking responsibility of what they are doing, and we as a society, we suffer the most, because the leader that we build sometimes disappoint us in another way around, and the leader that we may not build, I mean the leader that we didn't build, sometimes excel the most, and then a ego rise from there. If we see a leader that we build, we always trust him, we always believe in the leader that we build, but we don't believe always in the leader that we didn't build, because we don't trust that leader, and where he built himself, he is the one who knows. I think Society must have that perceptions, and you may also attest to that later on. So, Brother Cole, why do we have all those perspectives? Why do we build a leader, and then after a while, a leader don't take responsibility of what he was built for? Because when you build something, you must build something for a reason, and the reasons might be maybe if you are building the house, so you are building it so that you stay there with your family, and or you rent it out so that you get money and you do other business that you want to do. But we don't know nowadays. Some of the leaders, you go to the church, you go to institutions, you go to organization, you may intend to find those leaders who don't take responsibility. And a responsibility, it comes with massive conditions and a lot of factors. As a father, for example, like you have a lot of responsibilities, Brother Call. And in why it is because you are leading the family. The family is not surviving anywhere. So the family is surviving on you. Anything that you do is what family survive on. And this what attests the leadership. Because the leadership that we are taking today will be shown also with your kids. And sometimes if your kid grown up, if they grow up and they grow up in poor parenting, then we will always blame the leader who brought them up. That one automatically will go to you because you did not brought up the kids, you did not teach them, you did not even give them what they want. There is no good education. You didn't advise them when they do wrong. You always cover them when they did something bad. So you can find that those responsibilities always you run from them and you don't want to face them. And if you face, I think if you face those problems and you solve them, so this is what good leadership is. And when you build up the kids, for example, when he's young, then and after he come up, so and he has disciplines and he also respect people, and so we may intend to appreciate you because you build up the leader. But today in South Sudan and other countries, if you go, especially in Africa, when you go to those places, you may find that society build a leader, but after a while, a leader don't take responsibility. So what could be wrong in that? So, Call, can you mute your mic?
Oh, sorry. Okay, you are getting me now.
Yes, yes. I'm getting you right now. I'm getting you.
Okay. Okay, it was I did not mute my mic. Sorry for that. Okay, for the what I said before, I'm saying this problem we are facing here is not only in Africa, but mostly in Africa. But I'm seeing that the reason why we don't give the responsibility or the leaders that we have built up, they are not exercising their knowledge and the experience that they have because they don't have an authority. And as I said, because when I was contesting, I told the people that I have the power, but what I need now, I need the authority. I need you guys to authorize me. Because for you to be a leader, you need to be authorized. For you also to be responsible and accountable, you need also to have an authority. And I said, I studied public administration. And public administration is purely about leadership. Talks about management and how you manage things and also manage people, and how also the justice and so many things. And I have come across the 14th principle of Henry. Someone called Henry. This 14th principle, it's how leadership function, how you could manage people, how you manage resources, and how sometimes you will understand that the interest of the individuals, it has to be different from the interest of the company or institution. So these are things that we should also sometimes to focus on them. And as I said before, that a leader, it has to be someone who have knowledge, someone who have an experience, someone who has intelligence, and also someone that emotionally intelligent has to understand himself or herself, that is confident about whatever that they are doing. So in 14 principles that I have learned, the division of work. The division of work, that's what I said before, Akol. So in our country here, or in a third world country, we need to understand that a division of work is very important. Because when we divide a work based on the individual, we will understand the performance of each and every person. So we don't need to give the authority to one person. We need to divide the work among the team that you have. Like if you have your team now, you need to give them a task differently. And from there, you will understand how each and everyone perform his task. So this is how we have to select leadership. We don't need to select leaders because is my friend or is one of the family members or the person that I know or he has a power, is well connected. No, we need to select leaders based on their performances. So when we have this division of work, we will identify who will be the next leader, because you will divide the work to them, and through their performances, you will understand that what will be the first person to lead this team. That will make it easy for you to understand that this person, if you give the person chance, will definitely lead with professionalism and will deliver. The company will be productive, or the organization will be productive, or the government will be productive, because based on his knowledge and the experience that he have. That's one of the things that I have learned. And then the second one is the authority. The authority, it is when you give powers. Anyone has the right to exercise the power. When you divide the work to the people, and then they should also have the authority limited to them. So based on the task that you have given, there must be an authority. The person then must exercise that authority for him to be obeyed and respected. And for him, under that authority, there must be responsibility and accountability. He will understand that he's responsible for whatever that he has been tasked for. And if anything goes wrong, he will be held accountable for it. You see, this is one of the things that I also come across it. And this is one of the things we should understand, that to select also leaders, we need to give them the authority. And later on, we will judge them based on how they have used that authority to influence other people, or also sometimes to oppress or to give freedom to the people. So because other people, when you get the authority that in your hand, you need to try that to take away the freedom of the other people. You don't need to give them the freedom. You need sometimes to oppress them. You don't need to deliver. You need to tell them that you are the boss, you are the leader. And you need to exercise your powers wrongly. you need to grab people things because you have the power. No. The authority that's given to you is to exercise it in a fair and a just manner, so that people also could benefit from it. So when we give people authority, we will understand that which type of people they are, because as we understand, that's one. The only thing also I learned is the discipline. The discipline is something very important. The hierarchy. When you discipline people, they will understand that each and everyone has the authority, and the hierarchy must be respected. So you divide the task to them, and by dividing the task to them, they will also understand the hierarchy. What comes first, and who is next? They will understand from the top leadership, and then it comes the middle one, and then it comes the lower one. So when they understand, they have the discipline. So when they have this discipline, they will understand that the top leadership will be respected by the middle one, and the middle leadership will be respected by the down leadership, and the both have to understand that what they deliver, it is the same. It's the same that effect that will produce a good result to the company or to the organization or to whatever that they have been tasked to do. So it is one of the things that I have understand, that people must also apply discipline. So you cannot lead a team that you are in a team, and a team where there's no discipline. They don't have respect. So someone must be a cleaner and is connected to a powerful man outside there, want to come here and they want to be respected. No, you have to be respected based on the authority you are in. The hierarchy must be followed. The line of communication. So I cannot come from the down leadership and then jump to go and talk to the top leadership. No, I must, at least from my down leadership here, I should talk to the middle one, because that's a line of communication. So if I have a report, my report also will go to the middle leadership, and then the middle leadership will take it to the top leadership. This is how people communicate. But it has become biased. When the lower leadership, when you are from the lower level here, you jump to the top. Even the one in the middle will get surprised. How did you get there? Because you are connected? Because you have an uncle? Because you have your nasib there? No. That's not how leadership works. That's not how leadership works. And this is the thing that I have learned from the 14 principles. They have been divided into 14 categories. And each theory talk about how things, other parts should work. So we don't need to interfere on things that we cannot be able to do. So it talks also about the unit of command. The unit of command. Now you are the CEO of Ngawal. Okay? If you are the CEO of Ngawal, whatever directive that comes from the policy, that the people that are working under you must receive the change from you. We don't need to have there is another CEO there. So that you guys could have 2 CEO or 3 CEO. So that your subordinate will receive directive from different 3 or 2 people. No. The change of command must come from one person. We have to understand that. So if you are my boss, and then I will just get directive from you, because I know you are my boss, and I will get directive from you. Someone come from a powerful family want also to come and give me directive? No, it won't work. So the only boss that I know is you, and you are the only person I have to make my report and give to you. I don't know him, whether he's the son of the president or the daughter of the minister or who. No, I don't know him. So what I know here, I should understand that the unity of command. So the unity of command must be respected. So this is one of the things that is challenging us here in our country. So we don't respect the unity of command. So if I'm the one that's been given the authority, someone will come there and then will come and tell you that, do you know me? Who am I? I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. So what I am given here is the task that I am given, and I have to deliver the way I know whatever I'm doing. So I don't have a problem with your hierarchy or with the authority, wherever you come from. I don't have a problem. So we need to respect. So in each and every institution, there is this rule and regulation. That institution is governed by it. So if I come from outside, that knowing you, I call in your company that I call Ngawal, you have policies, you have rule and regulation, and I want to apply mine from where I come from, it won't work. So bringing other policies from different environment, and I want to impose them in your company, it won't work. I must respect your own policy and rule and regulation that in your environment. So people have to respect that. Yes. Me coming from where I come from with my maybe titles, and I come and humble myself in your company, it won't take away my leadership. It won't. It's just for us to respect the change of command from the environment that we are in. So that's one of the leadership that we understand, and this is one of the things that I have understand is bringing a problem to us, to our people, and the way also to do things is one of the problem. So on what I understand here, my brother, it's just time for us to learn and to understand when we give a chance to people who can understand what they are doing, people with respect. As I said before, from the home, from our family, we'll give them chance that they come in with a good training from their home, they have education, they have experience, and they have knowledge. When they arrive in the company, we need to give them chance, give them the authority for them to lead, and we will identify the leaders from them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Call, for this wonderful contribution. I think there is a question here that I want to ask. Sometime we might be supporting the leader from the beginning. Maybe we want to bring them up. So after supporting them, then at the middle we used to lose the trust. I don't know. These things happen always. I used to see. So what do you think about that? Sometimes we support the person, and then after 2 to 3 months, we resort to other things. I don't know, how does this thing occur?
Thank you. Yes, such a thing is okay in a short period of time. And as I said before, you cannot understand someone based on his look or the way he talks only. And we understand that always the other side of the person. There's the other side of the person when the person is happy and when the person is not happy. And also there's something also can surprise people. As I said, that if you want to understand the nature of a man, of his behaviors, give him money and the power. And such a thing happen. So yes, there's people who change when they have power or when they have the money in their hand. Why I say that it happened in a short period of time, we need to understand that if we want to bring up a leaders, someone that we are building, you need to know the person in and out. So when you know the person in and out, that could be the person that when people tell you that we need you to write a recommendation, this is where you sit and pick your pen and write the recommendations the way you know the person. Yes, we don't want to leave and give recommendation to people that we do not spend much time with them, people that we do not study them well, people that we do not know the other side of them. And such a people who disappoint you in such a manner, it is people that you don't know the other side of them. But if you sit down to understand the person from in and out, whatever action come out from that person, you will understand that things come from him or not. So those who disappoint you or do disappoint us, it is the people that we just met, and we do good things to them, knowing that the first action would reflect that the kindness and the effort that we do to them, and they will later on take it as a weakness. I understand such a thing they are there.
Okay, sorry for that, Brother Call. Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm getting you, Brother Call. Of course, yes, what you said is true. And I saw there are scenarios that I used to see, and those scenarios, they used to happen, of course, in our society. And, our society need to be educated on how things are done. Of course, yes, we are not educated. The level of education is still low. You can find that when you come to Juba or you go to WOW, you go to Malakal. These are the major cities of South Sudan, and you can see that the people who are staying there, they are a bit well informed. They know what they are doing. And when you come to Juba, the same thing. They know what they want to do, and so but in deep down there, sometimes you may never know. People have different opinions depending on the person they are interacting with. So these things also bring the such type of leaders, because in leadership, we may support you today so that you get what you want, but tomorrow you always disappoint. Society always disappointed because of that. And congregations also used to be disappointed. Let's say in the church, sometimes church members may select the person that they want to lead them, but after some time, he will change. He will just go and bring some of his own thing. That is one. I think also what changed people, what changed some of the leaders, is the environment. Brother Call, environments always speak for itself. I asked one of my colleague who happened to be a leader, and we used to talk, we used to chat, we used to do a lot of things. And after some time, he changed. He automatically changed. And within that change, I did not take it to be a bad thing. Of course, I took it as one of the lessons. But he was not close to me. But it doesn't mean I have to call him all the time and ask him how are you doing and so. But I just kept quiet, and I knew that the person has changed from where he was. After some time, when I met with him, I asked him a question that what happened to you? You are really lost. I've never seen you, and we didn't meet. We didn't even have a conversations and so. So what happened to you? Then he told me, my brother, I'm really sorry. Okay, he told me I'm sorry. What happened to me is that he told me I've changed because of the environment, and the environment that I used to be in, it is really quite a bit different with the environment that I used to stay with. And when I stay with you, this is another environment, and where I went is really another environment. So I have to do my thing based on that environment, you know. So I really wonder why people change automatically like that, and what make them change is because of that. Is because of the environment. But we have those leaders, of course, yes, in our society. Okay, those who change automatically, and those who always see things in different angle. And sometimes here in South Sudan is quite a bit different. When you talk to a leader, when you call them or when you want to meet with them, what they will know in their mind is that they will assume that you are going to beg them. You want money from them. Be in governments, be in organization, but only the church, because people in the church, they are looking for people. Okay, they don't run away because they want people to come, and they know that you will not beg them for money. But people working in the governments and people working in organization, sometimes when you call them and you are a new person to them, they will pretend, and they will assume different thing. They will assume that maybe you want to beg them, to take money from them, or just to say something. You know, these things always make us change. It make leaders change. It make leaders to be elected. It make leaders to be appointed, and after some time, you may lose the positions, and then you live your life. And these things also in the scenario when you have been in different environment, it means that you left different environment as well, and you have gone to another environment. So what happened is that the environment you left, okay, the environment you left, it has inhabitants. There are people who were staying in that environment. But if you leave them into the own place, they will have a say. They will talk at your back. They will say, we were supporting you all this long, and we were supporting you so that you get it. But after you got it, then you disappoint us. All these things happen, and this is what make leaders always uh, being appointed, and also sometimes they used to be being hated because of all this. And I think you have added some of the important point about this, and it is really okay. Yeah, we need to talk indeed, because society must have a leader. And if there are no leaders in society, then society is not a good society. But in society, we must have a leaders, and we have to talk with our leaders so that they listen to us. Now, this will bring us into a building. Sometime when we say we need to build a leader, we have to consider discipline. We have to consider emotional intelligence. We have also to consider how connected you are sometime. But of course, yes, you cannot be connected if you are not a leader. But if you need first to be a leader, then you will be connected. So it is counterintuitive. But Brother Cole, sometimes building a leader is hard. Okay? And building a leader, it requires a discipline, as I told you. But if people, I mean, if the person that we are building has qualities of leadership, but he doesn't have a discipline, and you have already put it earlier that when we need to build up the leader, a person must have a discipline, person must have respect. But sometimes we have some of the leaders, they really possess that quality of leadership, but sometimes discipline is not there. What do you want to tell to those leaders, such type of leader that are there in our society? Sometimes they don't respect people, they don't have discipline, but they want to be leaders. They want to pose it so that they should be leaders. So what do you want to say about that?
The one thing you said that sometimes is the environment that change so many people. You might be with a person like in your place now, and then when someone gets somewhere in a high office, then they cut communication with you. You don't even see them again. When you call them, they don't pick. When you want even to share idea with them, they are nowhere to be found. And what they preserve, the thing that you need money from them. And that one, I don't agree that it is the environment. I will say that a little bit of it, it is the establishment. The person from the beginning was not well established. What I mean from that, because before you go to the highest office, you need to be a person that were much independent of yourself, who are much focusing on achieving so many things in your life, who is much focusing to understand the value of the people that are around you and the value of what you could do for yourself. And then you will understand that you have established yourself from where you are. There's nothing going to bring you down easily. Because, are you there? Because you went off, I think. There's nothing going to bring you down easily. Yes, there's nothing going to bring you down easily. That's one of the things. Is also to understand. And then a little of it, and part of it, education and civilization. Okay, the contribution of education and civilization. So when you are established, you can do things for yourself. Like now, you do things for yourself, and you will achieve so many things by yourself. If you are now being appointed to a certain office, anyone who wants to share ideas with you, you will be available. The only thing that I can say that sometimes change people, it is the nature of the assignment that you are in. Okay, the nature of the assignment that you are in, it might consume so much of your time, but it wouldn't block you from some people that you could meet. Like if you have been appointed now the Chief Justice in South Sudan, and then the nature of your assignment will not allow you to go and discuss social things with other people. You get me? That people around you will understand that that assignment will not allow you to go and hang out and talk to other people. You'll be monitored. And the other assignments, you get what I'm saying, okay? That will not allow you to have chance maybe to friend where you used to talk to them or social life that you were used to. But you have an access sometime to respond. as an educated person, you need maybe some time maybe to respond from the distance. And other people also understand the reason why you could not make it at a social place. And who knows? You need them and they need you. In that assignment that it is private for you, you need these people. Sometimes you need information from them. And sometimes also they need information from you. So communication must be consistent, must be there. It won't cut. But if people try to cut the communication because of the assignment that they have got, or they just step, maybe they see that nowadays they have more money than what you have, and they feel like they don't want now to pick your call or to talk to you. People refer to it as a class. You know, there is something here our people could not understand, especially South Sudanese, and I want to tell them today. Class is not about money. Class is not about money. Class is about personalities. Class is about knowledge. Okay? Class is about the experience and the skill that you have, that the class. But it's not about money. Okay? It's not about the title maybe you get from the government office, because you will be there today and tomorrow the other person also will be there. Okay? So that's the class, is what you have. But the money, it won't do that. So if you think that you have money today, and you said that the other person now is not my class anymore, so I will cut them off and look for other people who have money, so those are my class. You know, a time that you will find yourself, you and the people you think that you have a class with, you'll find yourself down. Definitely you won't have a class. So class is not about money. So that's one thing I want to say. And this is there. Disappointment is there. And people take it some time. We all need each other. And there's a message also I want to deliver. As we are entering 2026 today, my brother called, I want to tell all the audience and the South Sudanese that anyone, who cannot help you, is not only helping, is not about money. People say that when you tell someone, man, I need help from you, they think that is money. No, help is not about money. You know, you need to associate with the people that do have values. They have values to you and you have value to them. So you are an IT person. And maybe I have a problem in technical things. I will call you. I need help from you. I have a network problem. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need you to help me. You could advise me on that. Valuable things that you have to tell me so they could also benefit from them. You also call me in my field. I need this one from you. I need help, whereby I can deliver. Okay? So if I can always get your call, I don't want to respond, thinking that you need money from me. Such a people, I don't want them to enter in 2026. Cut them off. If you see, when you want to get an advice from people, you need something that maybe you need connection, or you need something that someone can do easily to you. And that person think like you need money and I don't want even to tell. Even though if you need money, yes, sometimes there is no man is an island, okay? And each and everyone need help from each other. Today is you, tomorrow is another person. So you need also some time to give advice. Sometimes I have difficulties and I come to you, call, this is what I have now. You might give me advice, and that advice, it might work out to me. So you be with the people that who has value to you, who can value you and you value them. If those people also value you, you need also to value them. Be useful to them, and they have to be useful to you. If they are not useful to you and you're not useful to them, cut them off. They are just waste of time. They are wasting your time, and sometimes you put some plan on them, and those plans may not work out because they will not give you a chance to communicate to them. So if you're having such a people, you don't need to lean on them, and sometimes you need to put your plan based on whatever response they're going to give you, and the response will not come out from them. So definitely, they are delaying your future and your progress. So cut them off and look for another people who value you, people who respond to you, and you respond to them. When you need help, you need advice, you need to talk business and the other ideas. That's one of the things. For those people who disappoint, they are there in leadership. And society nowadays need leaders. And as I said, the time when I was contesting, there's one thing that I have come up, and I swear, with what all that I have, I said that if I become the leader of the youth, I must do it. I said that if I become the leader of one Morocco, the capacity building must be there for the youth. Our people could not understand what is capacity building. Okay, if you want a society to grow, you must introduce human development, capacity building, for people to have to trust themselves, for someone at least to trust themselves, to know that he or she, whatever she's doing, it could be small, but it's better than something that she don't or he does not have. Okay, so to empower people, give them a skill, give them a training, give them workshop, let them at least sometime contribute, let them also share resources by themselves to have also the responsibility and accountability. Okay, don't make people vulnerable. Most of our people in our society are vulnerable, and the reason why they are vulnerable because they don't know what they are doing. They don't have a skill. They don't have knowledge. They haven't even attended a small workshop. They are clueless. They don't know anything. So a person who does not know anything, that person is vulnerable. And this is the reason I say sometimes leaders are not born. Leaders are made. Yes, you could see from Barack Obama. If leaders, they are born, Barack Obama would have not become a great leader in the prison of America, because leaders are made. So we need to understand that if we someone that with a skill that come in like you and me, and we deliver the capacity building, the human development to our people, they will understand that whatever they could contribute individually, personally, would help them, and they will help other people. And then society try to grow up. For your question, you said before, people come from different states, and they are part of our, in the country, and we need to support them. And when you support them, they disappoint you. I have come through this also scenario, as I told you before. Someone come from the state, and we support fully. I support that person fully here to make sure that he achieve what he wants. When later on he achieve what he wants, he attend to betray me. When it was also my turn, the person failed to understand what I have done to him was also required also for him also to do it to me. You see, such people are there, but we have to put them, let them be an experience. Okay, I'm saying that any obstacle to me is not a setback. Any obstacle to me is an experience. Okay, any obstacle to me is an experience. The only thing I fear is the death. If I die today, alas. But if you come with so many obstacles, and then I will understand that this is one of the experience that I should learn from it, and I move on. So I have to tell my people that any problem that you have faced, that one will not be a reason to stop you from what you want to achieve. Let it be one of the things that you should learn from it, and you move on. That's one of the things I want to tell our people. And then this year, let us be productive, even to ourselves. You be productive to yourself. Things that you do, you must even benefit from them. When you are productive to yourself, you will also be productive to your family. You will be productive to the country, to your community. But if you are not productive to yourself, whom are you going to be productive to? You need first to be productive to yourself. Things that you do, you must benefit from them, so that people benefit from you. So leadership, it is not something that we could grab. We'll just come today. I'm connected. I'm a son of uncle, and I know so many people, and then I need to be a leader. No. I need to talk to our society that power comes from the public. Okay? This is where power comes from. And anything belongs to community, society, it must not be taken by force. And this is the reason I said before, people are vulnerable. Even their own right, they don't understand that they have a right to do whatever right for themselves. Because when I was contesting, the community could not understand that. The public will not understand that the leadership belongs to them. And they must choose the right person that will give them, deliver to them the services that they want. They just saw that whatever they have now, if they have given it to me, they will not benefit from it. They must grab something from it at the current situation. And then if I die with it or I go somewhere with it, it's okay. They have to give it to someone that they have to get something from that person and then give the leadership to him. Whatever he is going to do with the leadership, they don't care about it. No. The leadership is about services. It's about service delivery. It's about capacity building. It's about empower people. It is about to cultivate so many things in the society, to change so many things. It's about to build up a good leaders in the society. It isn't something that we could just give in action of something. No. So this is the reason I said before, because people are not trained in their mind, they are not trained. There's no education. Civilization is not there. So people couldn't understand their right. So where they should exercise their right to get whatever belongs to them. So it's one of the problem, my brother. And it is really a huge task for us to put our effort with in a small that environment we are in, like in your company there, you need at least to train some young men and young girls, at least so that they can also deliver to the other people. And we will also try our best in whatever capacity that we are in to give. And those who disappoint us, we should also learn from them and we move on.
Okay, thank you so much, brother Kolkur. You have really elaborated more about this topic, and we are now 1 hour in these conversations, and I think it's really a good conversation, and we have really touched some of the issues that we are facing in society, and the issues that we are facing also as an organization, and also the issues that we are facing in organization and also the institution. Brother Call, let me come to accountability, accountability under pressure. So sometimes you cannot be a leader without a pressure. You can be a leader without accountability, because these two things are also one of the leadership requirements. And it doesn't mean that you will stay in leadership without accountability, because accountability always happen, and you will not be in leadership without the pressure. So all these things are common, and there are factors also in leadership. When we come to see these issues in our society, a leader who admit mistake publicly, sometimes they gain trust from general public, even when the mistake is costly. Okay, they always gain trust. And a leader who hide a mistake, sometimes it protect the image, okay, but it destroy the credibility. And the bottom line here is that trust is built by honesty, but not perfection. Okay, when a leader protect the image in a state of credibility and honesty, then what happened in that situation? You might be seeing it also in organizations. You have heard a lot of things from organizations. You have heard that unless you pay some money, then this is the moment that you will be given a contract, or you will pass the interview. And unless you pay some advance payment, or you just agree with the leader of organizations, let's say human resource, and then after a while you'll be given a contract, and the past salary, you must give that salary to them. This is the corruptions in high levels. And these things also shows that a leader who doesn't admit mistakes publicly, sometimes they protect their image, and that's why they do it under the table, because they don't want to bring it so that people could see what is happening. Brother Cole, I don't know what you say in that, because now when we accept things publicly, sometimes the general public may say that this person is really honest, and the reason that he's honest is because of this, so we need to trust him. And you will gain the trust. You will gain the trust, of course, yes, from different peoples, and some of the people that might be having attention with you may not accept, but there are people that will accept your offer. And despite the mistake being costly, maybe the mistake is severe or so, sometimes we just general public swallow those things. But the image, brother Call, is really tarnished. Okay, you go to Malakal tomorrow, they will say this is a call who have eaten thousands of money from the church. This is a Kolkur who have eaten millions of dollars from WOW, and he's here now in Malakal doing what? You see, these things, the image, you have lost the image, okay? And based on the trust, you have gained the trust from the people because you are honest yourself. And this scenario is now confusing me. Why honesty is sometimes very good than credibility, because being credible sometimes is not good, but being honest sometimes is good because the general public will also trust you. And I want you to bring these two things together: pressure in leadership and accountability in leadership. Why are they serious in leadership, and why are they the major thing that are always exercised when you are a leader? For example, when people build you up, sometimes you will not be told about all these things. You will not be told about accountability. You will not be told also about some of the pressure that may come from leadership. But after a while, you may find that these two things, accountability and pressure, they are major thing in leadership. But since you were built by society or you were built by your mentor, sometimes he was not telling you all this. He was not telling you the accountability. He was not telling you all this pressure that may come from somewhere. But after you happen to be in real exercise, then this is the moment you will realize that there is something called accountability in leadership. And then now you will panic. And that's why you see some of leaders always panic because of accountability. And when you panic, this is where pressure come. Pressure come in those things. Now, Brother Cole, I don't know why is pressure and accountability a major thing in our society. And as somebody who might be a leader, why leaders that are built doesn't know these two things, because they are very important, and why they don't know them?
Thank you. We talked before about if we want to build up a leaders or a leader, which qualities are they supposed to be there? So pressure and accountability come with the leadership. And when you have the qualities of being a great leader, pressure and accountability won't be an issue to you. Because why? Because you have all what it takes for you to address the pressure. You have all what it takes for you also to address the accountability. Because a leader, as I said before, first, you must have that mutual respect from the home that you come in. You must be well trained. You must be humble and simple person for you to listen to the people from up to the last person that you know, that you are leading. A leadership also need communication. You need to have a skill whereby you communicate loudly. You communicate people to understand you, and you also to understand people what they're saying. Leadership also need emotional intelligence, whereby your emotional intelligence, you have to understand yourself. Leadership need intelligence. You need to be intelligent. So naturally, you need to be intelligent for you to understand whatever that you are taking is the right channel that you are doing. Okay, it acquires so many sympathy for you also to understand where you do the rightful thing, you know. So for you to address pressure and accountability, it is when you have the quality of a good leader. So pressure of accountability, it is something that comes with the leadership. So if you come into leadership today, things that you are not being asked of when you are not a leader, people will try now to ask you. People will try to put on you. People will also expect the result from you. Okay? This is the pressure you should go in. So after you deliver to what people expect from you, definitely you have addressed the pressure. Okay? you have addressed the pressure. That's one of the things. After you deliver, you have addressed the pressure, because you mentioned so many things that you will do to the people. And when you come to leadership, people will expect so many things from you. This is a good pressure. And then the accountability. When the resources of the community or the society or the country are in your hand, and then the distribution of the resources become a problem. So though you are not the person who have spent the resources in a wrong manner, but those that you are leading, those that you are executive, that you are working with in the office, those people who have messed up, the accountability should come to you. So, and this is the reason why I'm saying, if you want to be a good leader, make a division of power. When you make a division of power, the division of power will give you the way for you to understand the people that you're working with, and people who are helping you to achieve your leadership. You know them, their weaknesses and their effectiveness. So if your team that working with you, you give them the division of power of work, and then you see your efficiency and effectiveness, they could deliver. And then you will understand that the issue of accountability, you have addressed it. Because you have divided the work to the people who can deliver effectively and efficient. Then you address it. So the pressure and the accountability, then you address them. But if you want today, you need to be a leader. And tomorrow that you bring in people that will know ethic, will know professional, will know experience, will know skill, to come and help you. Okay? In leadership that you are running is a failure. And that failure will be a count on you. Okay? And there's so many things I have learned. The pressure sometimes our president go in is not his making. Okay? Other people make it. And then the pressure come to him. But for him, he's really very good in emotional intelligence. Sometimes he solves things that even public will not even have a knowledge that he will manage to solve them. So the things that a great leader can do. So, but the core value is when the people that you're working with, they must have the accountability. You need to control them. So when you control them, you give them the accountability. They understand the hierarchy. They also understand they should obey the rule and regulations. Okay, and then you have killed the accountability, and you have killed the pressure, because whatever that pressure comes, it will be resolved. Whenever you deliver the service to the people, you give them education, you give them health care, the division of the resources is fair and just, then you have solved all these two problems. It's just a problem of the resources and how you direct people and how you direct them, you coordinate them, and then you plan the work. So if a leader, you need to understand those manners. You also, in a simple manner, people want that I need money. But no, it's not only money. Whatever environment that you get in that company will shape you from where you are to different person. Okay? If you are a person who have been abide by ethics, transparency, and accountability, and you want to be employed in a company whereby ethics and transparency and accountability is not there, definitely you will join the line. You have accepted to join the line, and you leave behind your ethics, professionalism, and then the accountability that it should be, and transparency. So definitely, it is a choice of the person. So if you are the type of the people who does not want to be a leader who have transparency and accountability, and then you will go to a place where people mingle. And this is it's your choice. And sometimes this is the only thing that make me differ from the people. People could see it like it's not a reality, but I can understand. So the image and the credibility are very important in leadership. And sometimes in intelligent life, there's something that there's a secret that it will not be revealed. Because if you reveal that secret, it will tarnish or it will bring the result, maybe will damage more than what you guys can expect. You get what I'm saying? So these things that they have to be kept. That's why people say that there must be a secret. And that secret must be kept.
Yes.
So for you to maintain the image of the company, there's some secret that they have to be kept. Yes, mistake that might happen, but you need to keep that secret to be safe for the image of the
Yes.
company and its credibility for it to go on. And that's what the leadership should face. Because you as a leader, whatever that you have seen in your leadership, that it is something that want to damage the image of the organization or the image of the society, you need to kill that one. Okay? Kill it there before public know it. And then at least you try to bring in something that will resolve whatever the issue that have happened. Because we are human beings. And human beings always must learn from the mistake. Nobody gonna be perfect. There must be a mistake and come in, but you need to resolve
Yes.
how you can. You need to know a way how you have to resolve that mistake. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Kolkur. This is really good conversations, and we have really dig into some of the leadership problems. We have also dig on how to build up the leader and the obstacles that are behind leadership. We have been discussing all this along, and I think we are now 1 hour and something, and we are going to finish very soon. So, Brother Kola, I will be giving you only, let's say, 3 minutes because time is going, and I'm going to do something. I didn't even take take dinner. I'll go and take some dinner, of course, yes. But I want you to tell me something about, and also the viewers are also seeing you, and that thing is the followers. Brother Cole, leader is, of course, is a leader, and a leader must have a followers. Okay, and a leader who has followers sometime uh, is shaped by those followers, and we have to stay as a leader. You have to stay in a situation that you have a followers, and followers might be having also opinion, and we might see this in most of the associations that you have been seeing. Sometimes you might be having a group, and these are followers. You might be having a group, you might be having a followers, and these followers, they have their own opinion. They have what they want to pass. Maybe they have different thinking. Of course, yes. Apart from what you want to do, sometimes you want to do this, you want to do this, you want to do this, and if there is no coherently agreement between you and them, sometimes there is a scenario of taking the leadership, of course, yes, and then the actions now must speak for itself. And you may intend to find these leaders. Sometimes they may be campaigning for positions, and after they get the position, sometimes they used to go away with it. They don't even go back to where they came from and who elect them. We used to get this also from some of our parliamentarians here in South Sudan and even, let's say, in Africa. Sometimes leader must be elected, and then after they are elected, then they don't mind of who elect them. And I don't know, is it because of the short-term gain that they have choose over the long-term gains, or what? That's why I said followers might have also a must have also a say in your leadership, because if you have a followers, then followers always has to talk, and they used to say this, you don't need to do this, and you don't need to do this, you don't need to do this. That's why sometimes if you want to do something, you need to consult them. You need also to consult the team. You need also to consult the advisor. You also need to consult your mentor. Sometimes we have those leaders, Brother Call. These three people. One is followers. You need to consult them. You also need to consult the mentor. You also need to consult the advisors. You also need to consult the person who supports you with the budget. Let me say, now it is in four forms, and you as a leader, you have your own thinking. Now, if you want to put all this in place, then maybe The followers have their own opinion, and the other one have their own opinion. Now, what will you exercise is going to be different, because you will confuse. You will say you want to do this, you want to do this, and you want to do this. So why are we not supposed to select leaders based on who they are? Okay, instead of supporting them because of our interests. Sometimes you may see this in many associations in South Sudan, and also I saw this one in Zimbabwe. I don't know, it was in 2020. There was a story that I watched online. So it is the same scenario, and it keep repeating itself in Africa, and I don't know why. Why do followers shape the leader based on what they want, and instead of shaping the leader in what it will deliver to them? So, can you elaborate more on that?
Drive to it. Sometimes when you bring in someone who is not confident about himself in decision making, in something problem resolving, and even also resources management, and so on. That's the reason I said before, for you to be a leader, definitely you are the one leading, and the followers comes after you. And understand that in the constitution, each and everyone has a role, and that is a division of work, as I said before. The reason why these followers come, it is a division of work. They have been given a division of work they should deliver. And the division of work, you must also consider sometimes the opinion, and sometimes there might be opinion that it might not work with you as a leader. So knowing that you are capable, you have an experience, you can deliver, and they know very well that you are leading them and you are capable of all these things, whatever they do and bring to you, it will definitely align with the interest of the company, the interest of the people, or the interest of the community. Because the goal of the organization or the government or whatever that you guys are in is one goal. And that goal, this is the reason why you came in and you want to achieve together. So we all know the way through ours, how we can deliver as a leader. So what is required from me as a leader is the implementation. So whatever you do, even me as a leader, I don't have a power to do things out of the constitution sometimes. So if I'm doing things out of the constitution, it is something that I'm saying that it will do my people good. And it later needed that it will be implemented in the constitution because it is the best thing for them to have. Okay? Because definitely you are giving the opinion of the people at the right way of doing it. So you don't violate the constitution, but something that which can do people good out of constitution will come in. So this is what I'm trying to say. All these people, sometimes they will come out with a conflict, but you as a leader, you must get the knowledge from them, see their work, whatever they have contributed on your table. Also, you see from the experience you have within the constitution, the knowledge you have, and then you have your own decision that align with the constitution and the interests of the people. And they must also know that your principle of you being a leader, because your principle does not favor their interest. And this is the reason I said before that the interest of the person must be different from the interest of the community or the organization. So, and when you set the rule and regulation that can guide each and everyone and the hierarchy is there, they could understand that they should be also an obedient to whatever they do, thing will flow. So it's just a matter, my brother, of a leader try to manage the constitution and then the environment they are in, and his follower that he is doing with them. And these people they are there. There's some people who are sometimes they don't want to understand what you want to try to do. They want to impose thing on you. And I have even experienced it. You know it. Last time when I was in this leadership of the graduate, someone try is my follower and is trying to do his thing. So if such a scenario happen, you need to tell them. You need to show them the result. Okay. Do you know what happened? Because I know that what I was doing, I was not wrong. I was doing the right thing in the constitution, and I was doing the public demand. Okay. And if the individual that will have their own agenda want to gang up and spoil whatever could benefit the public or the General Assembly, me, I cannot accept. And if the violence become more higher than what I was expect, and then I have to show them the result. The result of it has a leader sometime. I must tell them that whatever that you guys are trying to say is not right and will not work. Okay? And you must also show them the result for them also to learn from the result. Now, he has learned from the result, and those who gang up with him, they have learned from the result. So whatever people try to do something bad for themselves, for the community, for the group, for whatever that they are trying to do something bad, make them learn from their action. Because the reason why, my brother, someone might make a mistake today, and if you want to address that mistake today, the person will not understand. Yes. But with the time, the person will understand that what he does last time, it was not correct. Okay? Whenever you give people
Hello? Yes, Brother Call. I think Brother Call is having technical issue. Maybe he's going to join you very soon, but we are out of the time as well. Time is done, and I want to thank you guys for following us. And we have been talking about building the leader in the process, and also we have really touched some of the parts that that are not included sometime when we are building leaders, because building a leader requires a lot of commitment. Discipline is one of it, and when there is discipline, there is always a good leader. And then we have accountability and pressure. Sometimes all these things appear after the moment you are in the actions, but sometimes if you are not in the actions, these things may appear, but you will not take them. Thing that we have been discussing, and I want to thank you guys for following this call podcast. Because if you have anything that you want to discuss, if you have a feeling that you want to be part of this discussions, maybe you can just inbox me and we will arrange the time so that we have a discussion and conversations. This is all about conversation. Yeah, you can learn anything here at our call podcast. You can learn how to think critically. You can learn also how to articulate your information. You can learn also how to know communications, because here in our call podcast is the voice of innovations. We need to innovate the society, so that society should be innovators. And if they are innovators, sometime we may get something from that. And that's why I have created this. I've created so that we bring our potential youth. We discuss some of the situation that we are going through, including health, social status, education, and technology. We do talk. We do always touch a lot of things, and that's why I brought Brother Cole, and Brother Cole has elaborated more about what we have been discussing. So, guys, thank you so much for always being here, and this is a great support that you are doing to our call podcast. Remember to follow and also subscribe to my YouTube channels and also my Facebook and my TikTok account for more content like this. Thank you, and we shall meet next time. This is a call podcast, your boys of innovations. And I thank you guys for always tuning in. This is a great support.